wonder what section of marching band is eating the most snacks? Like, who's secretly hiding and hoarding all of the Doritos? Well, in today's video, we're diving into band section snack rankings. We're gonna find out which section is running on music and which section is running on Cheetos dust. Stay to the end because I'm definitely gonna make you upset with which section eats the most snacks. I forgot to mention how I'm going to rank each section. In the D tier section is gonna be like the people who don't really snack at all. Or maybe their snacks are boring. Because if your snacks are boring, are they even really snacks? Our next section is going to be C tier. They are what I would call the safety snackers. So yes, they do snack, but only when they're actually supposed to, like when they're not playing or when we're just sitting and talking, or they say they don't snack and they do. That kind of fits in this section, or maybe some fancy snacks. Our B tier is going to be our strategic snackers. So they're snacking on in between rest and always have maybe a snack in hand while they're playing with the others, so as soon as they're done, they can start eating. And then we have A tier, which are snack professionals, who either found a way to hide their snacks really well, are eating a lot of snacks, or honestly have some of the best snacks in the band. Then followed by our S tier, which you're questioning whether they are even playing at this point anymore because of how much they're snacking or how amazing their snacks are. Our first section is the flute section. Now they snack exactly how they play. Light, delicate, and well, never really. If you watched my last video of chaos ranking, you know that the flutes just yap and talk about drama and gossip and anything and everything going on in the band. Because of this, they don't have too much time to eat. Or if they even eat at all. I don't know if they do. If they are eating a snack, it's something very trendy and organic and fancy. So for example, like some dried pineapple. Organic dried pineapple. Not really sure if it tastes good, but they're gonna eat it and tell you how much better they are because they eat this. Even though it doesn't really matter. Snack is a snack. Respectfully, flutes are powered by drama and perfectionism. They don't really need a snack. That's why I'm gonna put the flutes at D tier, our lowest snack rank. Next up, we have our clarinets. Now they are like the secret snackers, which again, I feel like the clarinet section is just very secretive and kind of scary. So clarinets are gonna tell you, oh, I don't eat, I don't snack, I don't do that. No, that's horrible for my instrument. But if you look over mid-rehearsal, you see them like sneaking something out of their clarinet case. They say they don't eat during rehearsal or practice or anything, but you can smell the granola and the trail mix and like the raisins coming out of their cases. You know that they have like a half-eaten granola bar that's been there since like 2019 band camp that's still in there. And if you notice about the clarinets and their secret snacking is majority of clarinets always have their cases by their chairs. Most of the instruments leave their cases in a different room or at the back of the band room. But clarinets always have it right next to the seat. You know why? Because they're hoarding snacks. Great snacks? No, trail mix and raisins aren't really that, I feel like that fun of a snack and that good. But they're hiding something. And we all know at clarinets, we know that you're hiding these snacks. That's why I'm gonna put the clarinets at C tier. Technically, I can't prove that the clarinets are eating, but I know that they're snacking, and I know that granola bar is still in there. So I'm gonna put them at C tier, where it's like, yes, they snack, but not really, and if they are snacking, it's like granola and raisins and trail mix. Next up, we have the saxophone section. Now, the saxophone section are super chill, and so are their snacks. Saxophones, like I said, play a lot of cool jazz riffs and make a lot of jokes and make fun of the band. They somehow have to have some kind of energy to keep doing that. Jazz solos can only do so much, so they go for classic snacks, and you probably have them in the snack packets too. Their saxophone case is huge, and there's a huge section that's empty. It's actually not empty. That's where they're keeping all their snacks. So if you ever need like an actual snack in the band, not like trail mix or organic anything, saxophones are the way to go. They're gonna have chill snacks because they're chill. That's why I'm gonna put the saxophones at B tier. They're probably eating more snacks than you realize, but it's like a vibe. Kind of like when you go to someone's house and you're hanging out and talking, you're just eating. It's not like the main focus, but having it in the background is just like something that they do. And that's why they don't get caught for it. That's why I'm putting them at B tier. Trumpets are the loud eaters. Their personality is loud, their instrument is loud, so they have to have the loudest snack in the band. They're always super annoying with it too. They're not gonna try to hide it. Like, you'll hear them try and then you'll hear them laughing and they're like, oh, I don't care. what's the band director gonna do? Because they have such this high ego of, oh, the band director loves me, they need me, so I can do whatever I want. How do I know this? I am a trumpet player, I get it. I've snuck plenty of snacks in a band. I don't even snuck them, I just walk in with them straight. The other problem with trumpets is we're a brass instrument. Because we don't have a reed or anything like that, we're like, oh, it's fine. I can eat whatever and play my instrument, it's no big deal. Well, actually it is a big deal, and you shouldn't be eating food because it's all gonna get stuck in your trumpet and eventually mold. Yeah, it's disgusting. How would I know? I don't want to talk about it. Trumpet players will literally be eating like a whole thing of nachos during Friday night, and then all of a sudden like, hey, we're playing a pep tune, and the band will start playing, the trumpet will eat one more bite, wash it down with some like Gatorade or Dr. Pepper, and then start playing, and then go right back to eating his nachos as loud as possible. Do they get in trouble? No, they don't. It's really frustrating. The trumpets are also gonna have what they think are cool snacks and expect everyone else to think they're cool too. Like, for example, tortilla chips. They're like, oh, yeah, I brought a whole thing of tortilla chips. Haha, I'm so funny, I'm so cool. No one cares. You look like an ingredient household bringing your tortilla chips to band rehearsal. That's why I'm gonna put the trumpets at B tier. I want to put them higher, but because their snacks are still not that good and very, I want to be cool, but I'm not cool, I can't put them any higher. I would love to because of how loud they are and how much they eat during games and stuff, but I think B tier is the way to go. Next up, we have the trombones. Now, the trombones are really chill people. They also are always in the back. Excuse me, please open. So they're not actually seen majority of the time. So they can eat whatever they want, whenever they want. Also, because they're a brass instrument, a lot of times, yes, they do have some times where they play some cool runs and some cool leaps and stuff, but a lot of times they're playing what the tubas are playing and just a lot of low notes. So they have time to take a break and eat. I also think that the trombones and majority of the low brass are into sweets. You cannot tell me differently. Because what else are you supposed to eat? Healthy food like the flutes? Yeah, no way. Brass do not want to even be associated with the woodwinds, so they're gonna go with something completely different and actually enjoy their snack versus like the flutes that are eating organic dried pineapple. Also, they have a slide instrument that's really fun and really cool. Their snack has to be just the same. Like Oreos. Also, I'm filming this at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Oreos are kind of crazy at 10 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, I'm gonna put the trombones at B tier. And you're probably thinking, hey, they're eating better than the other instruments at B tier, eating sweets and stuff. They are, but they're still being super sneaky about it. And so I can't actually confirm or deny if they're actually eating snacks because they're in the back and no one's paying attention to them. So that's why I'm putting them at B tier. But if you definitely want some sweet snacks, go check out the trombones. I doubt they'll be willing to share, but you could try. Next up, we have the French horns. In my head, the French horns are a fancy instrument. They're not your average instrument you're gonna find in the band, and if you are playing the French horn, you have to know a lot and understand a lot about music and kind of be smart to play the French horn. It's a lot of tonation and buttons and key buttons and things that even I don't understand. So just because they are fancy, their snacks have to be fancy and elegant as well. I think that they're bringing things like charcuterie boards or Biscoff cookies. Something that says, I'm better than you, but in like an upscale way. Like the flutes are saying I'm better than you, but they're just trying to eat healthier. The French horns aren't necessarily saying it out loud that I'm better than you, but you can tell by their fancy cheeses and brie and mozzarella, I don't really know because I'm not a French horn, that they're better than you. And you can feel it. You can feel them looking down on you with their fancy snacks. Probably in a British accent, being like, oh yes, I brought my charcuterie board today. That's kind of show. Let me try again. I brought my charcuterie board today, and it was quite tasty if I do say so myself. I'm gonna go into Australian, but you get the point. That's why I'm putting the French horns at C tier. Nobody wants your fancy snacks. When I go to a party or an event and they have finger foods like cheeses and like sourdough bread and whatever that else is, or Biscoff cookies, I'm not happy. You take me to a party with Capri Suns and Oreos, I'll be there and I'm gonna be thriving. That's why they're going at C tier. Next up, we have the tubas, or more commonly known in the snack world as the mobile pantry. Their bell is massive. And if it fits in the belt, it's fair game, like these cookies. They store snacks in their instrument. I think I've seen someone pull a full meal out. Yeah, a full meal. We're leaving the snack level of eating. They're bringing canes and Brahms and all these like chicken nuggets and french fries, and all of a sudden you're in the band playing and you turn around because you smell this like obviously amazing food. We're all starving because it's the end of the day and band rehearsal is probably running late. Tubas don't care. They're eating a whole meal. They're eating a whole meal. Their snacks aren't just going to be small little bags of goldfish. They're going to be those big cartons or a whole box of cookies or literally anything that you can think of. They'll probably be able to bring drinks to it as well. If you want someone to bring snacks to a party, definitely ask the tubas because they've got you covered. They also, like I said, are in the back row and play a lot of long notes. And because they don't have a lot of tricky passages, a lot of times when the band director is working with other parts of the band, they're just sitting there doing nothing. So they have time to eat all of these snacks. So that's why I'm putting the tubas at A tier. You're probably wondering, why not S tier? Well, I can explain in a second the instrument that belongs in S tier, but tubas are a very close second. However, they still have to take time to play their instrument and can't eat every single moment. Like our next section. Our next section can literally be eating 24/7. That's right, I'm talking about the percussion. Percussion don't have to worry about blowing air into an instrument. They can literally have food in their mouth 24/7. If you're wondering why that snare drum is messing with the bottom part of his drum, that's where he's hiding his snacks. Yep, and he's eating them. I've seen percussion literally, like the bass drum player for example, have a bag of chips in one hand, the bass drum stick in the other, playing a few things, eating a few chips, playing some more chips. It is just astonishing how much snacks they have back there. Like I said, they're standing around, walking around. If you watch my other video, you know that they're chaos. So you're watching them throw goldfish and grapes up in the air, trying to catch them in their mouth, throwing things off the bass drum, trying to catch them in their mouth. Also, because their drums are all pretty flat, they can actually set food on top. Now, I don't recommend this or say you should do this at all. Your band director will actually kill you. But it's definitely possible. They're also constantly moving because they're standing, hitting drums, moving around, which means they need a lot of snacks. So it's understandable why they have so many, but it's also questionable why they have so many. That's why the percussion is going S tier, because their snacks are everything from the stupid dried organic from the flutes all the way back to the Doritos and cookies and Oreos from the low brass. They're eating and consuming everything. They'll burn 1,000 calories and in 2 seconds replenish them with some Nerds or Snickers and gain back 2,000. That's why they have so much energy back there, is because they're constantly snacking. And that's why they're going S tier, because they have probably A, the most variety and amount of snacks, and B, are definitely eating them when they're not supposed to, and how they're not supposed to, like putting them on the drums. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite band snack is, or if you agreed or disagreed with my band rankings. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.